Good morning, everybody. I have a question for you. What does this what is this worth? What is this thing worth? A little check there. And what is this worth? This has no value until you activate it. Then it has the value that somebody tells you that it has that value. This check has no value. It's a piece of paper. It's nothing. It's nothing. This is a piece of plastic. They have no value until you put something in this. You open it, you open an account, you put money in here, then it becomes a value until it gets depleted. This list is a list of goals, or my to-do list of the things I want to do in my home, of those things that kind of bog you down, those little tiny things like a broken switch or chip paint, whatever it is, or something you want to repair and you just haven't done it. It's a list of those things. And it doesn't have any value unless you take action, until you activate this list by taking action, until you invest in this list, just like investing in this, activating this, and investing in this. And it's called time and energy to put into this list. This list has more value than these will ever have. We talked about goals. We talked about setting those lists. We call it a wish list at our house. It's January 17, and we started knocking off a couple things on here, and it's pretty nice. As you see, as you start doing it, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel more valuable as you go about doing these. Then we talked about goals, setting that big picture, and then setting those little goals, those little increments to get you to that big picture. But it doesn't do you any good to write down those goals or to say, I'm going to write those down, if you don't do it. And if you don't take the action and invest the time, invest the money into that bank account, invest the time that it takes and the education, whatever it takes for you to get to that big picture. The big picture for me is happiness. And I'm there every day, but I know that every day sometimes it gets harder every day. The last 2 days I've been ill. And that's cool. I didn't like it because I couldn't do my videos. I was kind of bummed about that, but guess what? I'm back. And I'm back. And I'm investing into my list. I'm investing in the things that are going to fill this thing up so that I don't have to use this thing, because these can cause problems. Yeah. So let's start looking at those lists, man. You know, those goal lists. Don't talk about them. Don't say I'm going to do something. Don't say I'm going to lose weight now. It's the 2017. After the holidays. Well, guess what? Those holidays are gone. We have financial issues possibly from the fact of spending so much money during the holidays. The holidays are gone. Now we got to try to figure out how to get that stuff paid down so that we can move on. Then hopefully by the time it comes for next year, that we're not looking at spending again, going back in debt, getting back to the same old thing that we did before. Is continually keeping ourselves in a cycle where we get ourselves in debt, we get out of it, we get back into it, we get out of it. It's not the way to go. We got to try to find a way to put the money in the bank and keep the money in the bank. Build the money, but build it up in the bank. Don't spend it. Don't spend it if you don't need it. And start building your wealth with happiness. Happiness is everything, man. These will give you a tiny bit of happiness until this one gets loaded, and then you got to pay it off, and this one gets empty, and then the bank starts telling you, hey, you owe us some money. So this list is the one that has the most important value, because it's things that you can accomplish, things you can do every day to get yourself to where you want to be in life. By activating this list, investing in this list, investing your time and energy into this list of the things you truly want to do in life. That's what's important. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to get anything out of life, you got to have this list, and you got to look at that list every day. And if you don't look at it every day, put it somewhere where you can see it, because mentally, when you see it, your mind is, you don't even know your mind's doing it. It's looking at that list, saying, okay, I know I got to get this, I got to do this. I can't do this today because it doesn't follow my big plan. And it does, your mind does do that. I have a check in my wallet. My wife has a check. Friends might have checks that we have deposited, we want to deposit at a certain date. And we believe that's going to happen. When I open my wallet to spend it on frivolous things, I see that check and it's like, man, I can't do this. Or I can't do what I was going to do because it's not going to get me towards that goal of cashing that check, that goal of becoming who I want to become. So let's get out there, devalue this thing. This is garbage. These things you don't need. Unless a cash or check cashing card is cool. These things here, they're great to have for bills, of course, but make sure you put some money in here so you can use these things. But the big list is this one, man. Getting those goals lists, getting that wish list put together, getting those lists put together, and start investing into those. Start taking your time and putting into those things. putting those things in there, whatever it is, put in there. Private message me if you don't know how to do it. There's so many different places on the web that can teach you how to do it. It's free. YouTube can do it. Anyway, so let's invest in your life, invest in your future, invest in these lists. Take the time to write those and make them happen. Activate those lists. Activate that like it's your credit card that you've always wanted. Because let me tell you what, if you accomplish everything on your list, you'll have anything you want in life. And my ultimate goal is always to be happy. All right, go make today your best day ever. You know I'm going to. It's going to be a beautiful day no matter what it is, what's happening outside. We're going to make it the best because we have to have it the best day inside here and in here. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.